Typhoon Hagibis caused widespread damage, including overturned cars and collapsed building walls, in Makinohara City and Yoshida Town, Shizuoka Prefecture. On the 5th, typhoon-related strong winds were reported in several Shizuoka Prefecture cities, including Makinohara City and Yoshida Town, resulting in confirmed damage, including overturned cars and roofs being blown off buildings. A person at the scene said, "All the windows suddenly shattered. It felt like a tornado had entered the building." In Makinohara City, damage to buildings included 1 completely destroyed building, 42 partially destroyed buildings, and 184 partially damaged buildings. 3 people were reportedly seriously injured, including those with fractures, and 20 with minor injuries. Also, around noon on the 5th, a man in his 80s was reportedly swept down a waterway in Koto Town, Chua Ward, Hamamatsu City, and is currently missing. The fire department and other authorities are searching for the man, but he has not yet been found. We're reporting live from Makinohara City, Shizuoka, which was hit by a sudden gust of wind believed to be a tornado. Power outages are still ongoing in Makinohara City, Shizuoka, which was hit by the sudden gust of wind, and the streets in town are completely dark. Traffic lights are also out, and although there used to be people directing pedestrians, they're no longer there, so cars seem to be yielding to each other as they move along. Things like sheets were caught on power lines everywhere, and utility poles were down in places around town. According to someone working to remove utility poles to make the streets passable, there are more than 30 to 40 down poles, and there's no indication of when they'll be restored. Chubu Electric Power also says there's no clear outlook for when the ongoing power outages will be resolved. Down and hanging power lines are dangerous, so please do not touch them. We're reporting live from Makinohara City, Shizuoka, which was hit by a sudden gust of wind believed to be a tornado. Power outages continue in Makinohara City, Shizuoka, which was hit by the gust of wind, and the streets and towns are completely dark. Traffic lights are also out, and while there used to be people directing traffic, they are now gone, with cars seemingly yielding to one another as they move along. Things like sheets were caught on power lines everywhere, and utility poles were downed in places throughout the city. A worker clearing utility poles to make the streets passable said there are more than 30 to 40 down poles, and there's no indication of when they'll be restored. Chubu Electric Power also states that there is no clear outlook for when the ongoing power outage will be resolved. Down and hanging power lines are dangerous, so please do not touch them. Around 12:50 p.m. on the 5th, a call was made to 110 reporting a gust of wind believed to be a tornado in Makinohara City, Shizuoka Prefecture. According to the Shizuoka Prefectural Police, there have been multiple reports of people in the city being injured by broken glass. None of the injuries are said to be life-threatening. There are also reports of fallen trees and overturned large trucks, and prefectural police and others are investigating the damage. Chubu Electric Power Grid revealed that approximately 17,000 households across the prefecture, mainly in Makinohara City, were temporarily without power. The Japan Meteorological Agency announced the same afternoon that a strong gust of wind similar to a tornado is believed to have occurred in central Shizuoka Prefecture. Power poles in residential areas were knocked down, and roof tiles and glass fragments were scattered on the ground. On the afternoon of the 5th, Makinohara City, Shizuoka Prefecture, was hit by record-breaking heavy rain and strong winds caused by Typhoon Hagibis. With the cityscape completely transformed, residents recalled, "I thought I was going to die," and spent an anxious night without power throughout the area. The Makinohara News Department of our newspaper is located in the Hoso district, where the damage was concentrated. It is a 2-story wooden building. At around 12:40 p.m., while the reporter was inside, the rain suddenly got heavier and it became pitch black. Looking outside, I saw passing cars parked with their hazard lights on. Boom, crackle. I heard the sound of something crashing and clearly saw a swirling gust of wind. The power would soon go out. I felt like I was going to die. I waited for the rain to let up before going outside. Signs and bulletin boards were damaged. with tiles and shards of glass scattered everywhere. Cars had their bumpers removed and were covered in scratches. Utility poles were leaning, and steel beams were caught in the wires. After a while, the sky suddenly cleared and blue skies spread out. The nearby roads were heavily congested. A 34-year-old female office worker who had come to pick up her child from a nearby elementary school said, "I wonder how many times we've experienced such a strong wind. It's scary. I can't live here anymore." A 76-year-old man who was clearing the tiled roof in front of his house said helplessly, "I wonder how much it will cost to repair? It's going to be tough on my pension." The power outage continued even after dark. In the dark night of residential areas, some residents were seen walking around with flashlights to check the situation outside. An 84-year-old man who was at home when the gust of wind hit recalled, "The wind bent the window glass, so I desperately tried to hold it down." A 49-year-old woman who instinctively hid under her futon recalled, "It was an extraordinary wind like I've never seen before." She said it was so strong that it shook the house. Once the gust of wind had passed, shards of glass were scattered in the garden, and the woman said, "It looked like glass was raining." With the air conditioner out of commission due to the power outage, some residents expressed concern, wondering, "Will I be able to sleep at night?" In Shizuoka Prefecture on the 5th, 27 people suffered serious and minor injuries, and 40 homes and other properties were completely or partially destroyed due to damage caused by strong winds believed to be from a tornado. According to police and other sources, around 1 p.m. on the 5th, residents repeatedly reported overturned cars in Hoso, Makinohara City, and other areas. According to City Hall, the most damage reports came from the Hoso district, with 6 buildings completely destroyed, 34 partially destroyed, 3 people seriously injured, and 20 people slightly injured. Due to the effects of Typhoon Hagibis, 4 cities and towns in Shizuoka Prefecture, including Makinohara City, suffered damage from strong winds. According to Shizuoka Prefecture, as of 9:30 p.m. on the 5th, a total of 26 people had been injured in the prefecture. Of these, 3 people suffered serious injuries and 20 slightly injured in Makinohara City. Additionally, 1 person each suffered minor injuries in Hamamatsu City, Yaizu City, and Edo City. Damage to homes also continued, with a total of 247 buildings in Makinohara City, Edo City, and other areas. Of these, 1 building was completely destroyed in Makinohara City, 42 in Makinohara City, 3 in Edo City, and 1 in Yaizu City, while 184 in Makinohara City, 8 in Kikugawa City, 6 in Kakagawa City, and 2 in Omizaki City were partially damaged. In addition, at the sites of the strong winds, roof tiles were blown off, utility poles were toppled, and trucks were overturned. The prefecture, police, and meteorological observatory are currently assessing the damage. In addition, according to the police, a greenhouse in Yaizu City was blown away, causing serious injuries to a male strawberry farmer in his 40s who was working inside the greenhouse, including broken facial bones. Footage taken by an NHK helicopter over Yaizu City at around 4 p.m. showed large rips and damage to the sheet covering the greenhouse. Additionally, footage taken just after 3:20 p.m. in Yoshida town, adjacent to Makinohara City, showed a collapsed warehouse-like building and firefighters engaged in firefighting efforts. 2 cars were found burned nearby, one of which was lying on its side, and roof tiles had been torn off from several surrounding homes. According to Miyazaki Prefecture, as of 1 p.m. on the 5th, 1 person in Saito City had been injured as a result of Typhoon Faxai. The injury was reportedly minor. Furthermore, damage to homes included 1 building in Hyuga City with flooding above the floor level, and 6 buildings in Hyuga City, Tsuno Town, and Katagawa Town with flooding below the floor level.